Good afternoon. I'm approaching Lizard Point. I've been inland to a camp site, Henry's campsite. Really nice place in the Lizard. Set up my tent, dropped off my kit. So I'm hiking around Lizard Point kit free. Looking forward to it. Come on, let's go. So here we go. Very stony path in this area. These steps aren't too bad actually. I mean, if you're hiking, as I am today, with just a backpack, small pack. Hi there.
All right.
Thank you. Just a small pack with some water in it, really. These steps are no problem. Of course, you just take them for granted. With a trolley, it becomes a lot harder. I hiked yesterday from Porthkerris to Coverack and then to a place called Cugger. I forget the name of the beach where I've finished. Ken something Sands. I'll put it in on edit. So once I got to the coast path, it was 8 miles. It was 4 miles to Coverack and then 4 miles to this beach. The first 4 miles to Coverack took about 2.5 hours, which I was quite pleased with. The second 4 miles took 4 hours. So I did a total of 9 miles yesterday. It took me 7 hours. Absolutely, frighteningly tough. I had everything. I had steps like these, of course, which I can manage. But there was huge boulders strewn everywhere. No real path in places. Just had to hop from one boulder to another. And I kept at it. I pushed and pushed it. But okay, this, for instance, doesn't look much. It's a hell of an ordeal lifting my trolley up with stuff like this. It's just not designed for the Southwest Coast Path. You know, I have had places like it as I've gone around the country. North Yorkshire, I remember in particular, was similar in many ways, but it went on for, I forget now, perhaps 4 or 5 days, and then the land became much flatter, much easier to cope with. The rugged terrain of the Southwest Coast Path just goes on and on and on, day after day. It's very, very tough. Not at all if you're just hiking. I would recommend anyone to do it if you're reasonably fit, or even if you're not, you know, it'll help you get fit. Make sure you've got plenty of water with you. That's the only thing. But it's absolutely manageable. But with my trolley, fortunately, for me, it's very, very difficult. And just look at this. I don't know if this camera's picking up the colour of that. It's a beautiful sort of turquoise blue. Absolutely beautiful. And and again, I don't know if it's picking it up, you can see dandelions, seeds being blown all over. It's a beautiful day and absolutely amazing to be hiking without my trolley. I had such a day of it yesterday. It was too much. If there would have been a way to get off of that coast path and walk on some country lanes or something, I would have taken it, because it was really dangerous in places. I'm not just saying that. And there was the places I was hauling that trolley up, it was more like rock climbing in places. Just insane. It's not made for it. And I gotta stop talking about my trolley. It's a very popular coast path. Of course, the Southwest Coast Path, as I've said before in other videos, this section of it, the lizard section, is very popular. Most southerly point of the UK, which we're coming up to soon, I believe. The coast path I was doing yesterday, I was determined to stay on it. I started in the morning, that's it, I'm going to stay on this. It can't be that bad. Had I have known what I was in for, I would never have done it. It was way too tough. I don't mind tough. I'm not a wimp. I can handle tough. But this was something else. Absolutely something else. I don't know where I got the bleeding energy or the stamina from to do it. And if there would have been some inward path, footpath that led away from that coast path, I would have taken it to get off of this, because it was dangerous in places. It was really quite dangerous dragging that trolley around. Slipped and fell a dozen times. Luckily, not down the cliff, but oh mate. Anyway, there was no way to get off it and go anywhere else. So I had to endure it. And I did. And I was pleased with myself for being able to do it. I also did question myself about why I was doing it. Why? Why are you putting yourself through that? The most southerly point in the UK, mainland. Can't go any further without getting wet. Obviously people, when they're in the area, like to come to this spot. There's a little cafe, etc. there. So there's the cliff tops I'll be walking along tomorrow. It looks quite flat from here. So once you're up there, you have to come down into coast. Anyway, I'm going to give it a try. So far, what I've been walking today has been easy. Big wide path, but then there's so many tourists that come to this section that they have to make this path particularly well suited for the amount of people that come through it. So that's me for today. I've gone around the Lizard Point. I've cut a few miles around the Lizard Point, so I'm going back to my tent, which is that way. And tomorrow I'm coming back here and I'm going to go around the coast over there. It doesn't look too bad here. It looks a lot different than it did a few days ago. It doesn't seem to be rocky and boulder strewn like it was. So I'm hoping that I'm going to have some good luck on the coast path tomorrow and some good weather. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little ditty. And until next time, I'll see you on the trail.